One of the best things to do on your self love journey is to explore, travel, and discover the wonders of nature. After conquering Mount Apo, the highest peak in the Philippines, I'm here to challenge myself again in climbing the highest peak in Luzon and third highest in the Philippines. Good thing my flight was on schedule. We had enough time to travel to our meetup point. We traveled the entire night by land from Manila to Benguet. It was a very long night and I felt like I deserved a yummy breakfast. After having breakfast, we were on our way to the DENR office. By the way, the meal from the carinderia was so good. It felt like the ingredients were handpicked directly from the farm that day. During the orientation, we realized we were the only group about to trek via the Akiki Killer Trail. The Akiki Trail is said to have steep slopes, making it a popular trail for climbers who are looking for a challenge. And naghahanap ako ng challenge and sakit sa katawan, kaya let's go! The beginning of the trail was covered with brown landscapes and tall pine trees. Grabe lakas ng team namin. The Akiki Trail was named after a bird call made by small birds. Their chirps sounded like the word itself, hence Akiki. This trail is home to hundreds of bird species. The cool open trail made our trek less exhausting. A few moments later, we heard the water flowing from the Idet River below. Walang katapusang lakad pero laban lang. Kasama din pala namin si Ma'am Zarlim, the bike wanderer of the Philippines. We finally had a quick late lunch at this stopover. Crossing the bridge at Idet River is where the real trek begins. From here onwards, we had to climb a never-ending steep slope. After hours of ascending, we were finally approaching our campsite. The climate here was so cold, parang mas malamig pa siya sa Mount Apo. We started our trek early the next day so we could witness the sunrise. The climate was extra cold, so I had to use hand warmers. As we ascend even further, the moss-covered trees from the forest were replaced with brownish dwarf bamboo vegetation. The transition from tall trees to the low brown grasslands defined the unique experience in climbing this mountain. We were a bit late kaya hindi namin naabutan yung sunrise at the summit. This was definitely an aesthetic landscape. It was worth the climb. A few more steps later, we finally arrived at the peak. It was such a breathtaking experience. The scenery was so incredible. We were approximately around 2,926 meters above sea level. Finally conquered the third highest mountain in the Philippines. After waiting at the long line to have our pictures taken at the signage, time to gradually descend from the summit. The Ambangeg Trail is one of the much more easier trails at Mount Pulag. This trail also has a mossy forest. Sun shading from trees made the descent a lot more easier. Malapit ng makaraos, let's go! After a tiring day, it's time for another late night long drive back to Manila. Even though hindi namin naabutan yung sea of clouds, it was another unforgettable climb ticked off from my bucket list.